All right, let's get this fired up. And typical thing, do the little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, hit the fucking bell icon, all of that happy horse shit that makes Google happy. And let me jump on in here and fire up the stream. There it is. Okay, there it is. Bam. There we are. Okay, so there's the stream fired up on the Discord, and the link to that is in the description as always. And so if you recall, last week I started a picture of this girl, and I did not finish it over the course of the week, and I'm not very happy around that. But here's kind of the thing that I got to thinking about over the course of the week. What I want to do, with Sketch Weekly, kind of going forward for a while, is I want to start a new thing every time I do a stream. And by a new thing, I just mean like a character sketch, and that's going to be, I need to do my initial notes. I need to do the initial sketch. I need to do the composition, and I need to do flat color. Pretty much the same as I did for my sketch last week. And once I've got that done, then over the course of the rest of the week, I have two things I need to do. And one of them is I need to do the line art, and one of them is I need to do the rendering. And you can see on last week's piece that I got a substantial amount of the line work done. If you turn off the composition and you turn off the color, you can see that I got a good amount of line work done, and it doesn't look bad. Okay, I mean that got somewhere. But there was some correction on the pose. I did a lot of correction, just like here and there. And I kept tweaking the pose for the first couple days. I think it was Wednesday before I actually started working on the line art. And that was just because, while the sketch, as you can see right here, if I turn off the line art, the flat color, you can see from the sketch that I have the elbow way down here. And then you can see in the composition, I went, no, the elbow has to be way up here. And then when I started actually doing the line art, I realized the arm doesn't need to go up that high. It doesn't need to be like way up here. It needs to be out here. So there was a lot of that, and there was also realizing that the arm has to be foreshortened over on this side because of the way that it's going, and there was all of this modification from the sketch. We lifted the leg out further, and then when we actually got to the color, then we left it out there, but it's too thick, and the line art was going to have to fix that, and that definitely needed some work. As did like the shoes and all of that sort of thing. And I never got around to wrinkles and drapery and all of that sort of stuff. But what this comes down to is the image continued to evolve over the course of the week. And I expect that to continue with this next bit. But I went back to the little character generation thing for the whole Groping Festival universe. And what I decided to do was I decided that this, oh wow, I decided that this particular girl was Aya, the boss of the convenience store. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to work a little bit on Yumi, who's not a boss of anything. She's just the next person in line, because I did an initial character design on Ichigo, and now I've done a sort of initial character design on Aya, and now I want to do an initial character design on Yumi. And we're going to proceed forward with this. So like the next The next 8 weeks, I'm just going to be going through all of these and just kind of step by step by step by step and doing an initial character design. And I think then I want to go back and revisit individual characters and kind of think further about them. So one of the things that I picked up was, yeah, I sort of had an idea of who Ichigo was and what kind of personality she had before I started working on anything. But I didn't really have a read on. I didn't really have a thought process for who she was and how she behaved. But then as I kind of did this, as I did this piece right here, that gives me more of an idea of who Aya is. And I think I want to do the same kind of thing with Yumi, where I go, okay, who's Yumi? Like, what kind of person is she? What kind of clothes does she wear? What kind of attitude does she have? And she's kind of a bitchy, bossy sort of girl, okay? And she has the Odango hairstyle, which is typically associated with Himiko Toga. But she also has, I was looking over a bunch of reference images, and what I found was that this arm pose is really, really common in your bitchy anime characters, so I want to hit that. And there's also this kind of arm thing going on. So if we kind of combine this on probably the right side with this on the left side, I think then we kind of get a good feel for who this person is and how, you know, she's kind of bitchy and she's not somebody that you want to fuck around with. So you get this kind of hand on hip thing, and you get this hand off to the side sort of thing, kind of an upraised hand that might be carrying a cigarette holder in a 1920s kind of thing. And then you have to ask, what kind of clothes would she wear? And the first thing that I'm thinking with this is, I have a note here on Yumi that says she's an A cup, but she plays that up. She wants that A cup to be really emphasized. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to kind of emphasize a bare midriff. And that bare midriff, she's going to want her top really, really tight over what little she's got. To kind of force it into the front and center viewpoint. So what we want to do with that is, let me kind of get a basic sketch here. Now we want this hand kind of off to the side. We've got kind of, here's the thumb. The thumb's in the back. And we've got the plateau of the fingers up front. And we've got the fingers curled. And then she's kind of got, she'll have that sort of crossed leg pose that girls do to try and make themselves look particularly bitchy and mean. And she'll have her hand on her hip over here. And this is a very crappy sort of layout here. I'm going to have to go into this more because I think Aya's going to be she's going to be kind of tall, but at the same time she'll be like stocky tall, like she's tall and wide. So these hips would really kind of just come out, and she'd have kind of this thunder thigh thing going on. Thick around the middle, but not much in the way of a bust. So she kind of feels self-conscious about that. She's like, she's got the body, she's got the size and the curves everywhere except here. She's got a little something, but not very much. So she wants to emphasize that, and she wants to really kind of put that out there and go, no, no, I'm not flat. I'm not flat at all. I'm sexy and boing boing. And then her hairstyle is that is the oxhorn thing, and her hair's a kind of lavender color. So she's got this very severe sort of hairstyle. And this is kind of the thing I'm thinking with her. And I need to get this a little better sort of worked out. So we want her to be kind of thicker. We want her to have some substantial shoulders. Want that arm to really kind of stick out there. Maybe give her a good wide V shape to the body. Here's the hand on her hip. And she's holding her arm in close to her body here, but she's got the bitchiness about her. There. So she's kind of stocky. Let's widen out the neck a little bit. You get some kind of palette for her, and I need a good skin tone. So I'm gonna go to. I'm going to go to the flesh cloud. The flesh cloud. Jump over here. We'll come down here to reference, and we'll go boom. Layer to bring it over here. Transform it. Pull it open a bit more, and let's go. What are we looking for? Looking for something kind of in this range, I think. There. We'll make a palette layer. New raster layer. Title this palette. We'll something in this range here. Let's see. Let's got a little in the orange direction, a little less saturated, maybe that. Still. There we go. That's something. Now we'll take that a little bit warmer and more saturated. And then we'll saturate. So let's do a highlight color there. Something like that. And then we can take that one a little bit warmer, darker. That'll be more of like the shadow color. And then this right here will be our base skin. Mid-tone highlight, mid shadow. Okay, that'll work. Now we can get rid of the flesh cloud. No longer need the flesh cloud. Have our palette. Okay, so working from this, we want let's start out I have some idea what I'm doing here. But, let's take it. Let's start some good, substantial hits. We do want her to be like tall. So let's begin by kind of thinking. Here's the top. She's going to have kind of a stocky neck. Oh, I'm using the wrong accelerator button. That's what's on there. We'll give her this substantial neck here. I want the head to be kind of held back and high, but we also want the head turned down because she is tall. Let's give her a kind of a barreled out chest. And then here she really kind of give that. We'll give her a good hourglass shape right there. Just really kind of thick her up around the middle here. And here's her elbow out around here, forearm, back of the hand, located right in that area. Okay, and then we got the Oxhorn hairstyle going on, and she's got a a lavender hair thing. So it's kind of lavender for her hair. What color goes well with that lavender? If we go pure opposite, we get this kind of a spring green thing going on. Let's take that here a bit. Saturate it some, kind of like that, and then we'll take it in the opposite direction. Give her a sort of a severe two-tone thing. How does that look? So, I think this one to be. Pull some of the trying to get a green thing going. Let's take another look at this. Let's go with let's go with a kind of deep purple. Like so, and then you will go on the other side of that. That one. Sort of a salmon pink. Blue and a salmon pink. How is that going to look with her skin tone? It's quick check here. And if we put a salmon pink on top of that, no, salmon pink doesn't look right on the top. The blue does. I think that blue will go well. And honestly, if we start with that kind of, if we start with this sort of deep purplish blue here, then she could be wearing something a kind of, well, a desaturated. Yeah, that would work. So if she's wearing a kind of a colored shirt underneath that, like so, then we could have her in kind of a business suit thing right here, and here at the cuffs, we could have just tail end of that shirt peeking out. Same thing over here, and we'll kind of emphasize that with the position of her hand. She would be wearing a kind. Well, this doesn't really do the bare midriff thing, does it? Hmm. What if we do a kind of stylized? Okay. Let's carve this back. Go. We're going to stylize this. And we'll pull. Okay. We'll put corners down and we'll kind of do this kind of form hugging thing here, and then we'll have just the end of this shirt sticking out here, and then here's bare skin. Here's the bare midriff thing going on. It is kind of weird. Got the belly button hanging out there, and then we'll have the pantsuit here. Do we want to do a pantsuit, or do we want to do a kind of really severe pencil skirt? I think we want to do the skirt. I think she wears a really tight skirt, and then we've got her legs coming out here at the end. So I got kind of this thing going on. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. But I can kind of sort of fix that. I can go whip. Whip. Yep. That worked. So I can take that whole thing and I can go cut and paste. I take that and pull it up here. Retitle it flat color. There we go. Turn off the flat color. Select. I've only got that one little bit peeking out. Okay, there's that. We've got our flat color layer. Turn back on. So you got some idea what Yumi looks like. This is not how I originally envisioned Yumi looking. But now I think, yeah, I think she's kind of a large, muscular, bitchy woman. So that's kind of what we're looking at for that. And now we want to kind of solidify the construction on this. We want her eyes to look. What color do we want her eyes to be? That's important. Matter. Jump over to stamp color here, and we'll black. We'll give her kind of narrow, flat eyes, and maybe given this purple here, let's make her eye really kind of luminous. Darker, saturated. course, we want to go almost quite light to the eyes. I want her to have a kind of, okay, first of all, drop that sketch down a bit and we'll come over here to our flat color. We'll go back to black and we want those. Kind of want her to have a severe expression. This is obviously not a very good job, but just trying to get the thought process across. Gonna have a kind of a wide chin, almost masculine. Hair pulled up off of her ear. Take a look at that. It's we'll have some more work on exactly what the silhouette is going to look like. This is a crappy piece of work right now. Don't think I'm over here going, yeah, this is a great idea. I'm doing great work over here. I am not doing great work over here. I don't have an ab. Shoulder broad, squared off. Kind of a okay. I've got a kind of reasonable picture of how I think this looks. Okay, so looking at what we've got here so far, I do need to kind of jump into my composition here. I need to go, okay, first of all, need a substantial neck. The head to sit effectively on top of that. That neck needs to be longer. It sits up here. And right here, we want her to have substantial. Just wanted to kind of be a bodybuilder sort. So much larger, wider components than I would normally use. This spot over here, we got a substantial shoulder. The lats, like serious lats coming down. Here's the rib cage. That's kind of turned a little bit. Okay. Here's kind of the hips. Got, again, substantial hips. Here is substantial thigh. Here's another substantial thigh. He's also wearing this very tight skirt here. Kind of similar to this, a kind of in a very tight skirt, but it comes down lower, closer to the knees. Maybe we do want to bring that up. Do we want to do that? You know, I think she is showy, demonstrative. That kind of. Okay, so we're getting somewhere with this. I'm not 100% happy with it, obviously, but I think we are getting to a point. I want to move the hair. To an appropriate location on the head. And then we'll scoot the features around a little bit. I want to give her more aggressive. Do you want to give her bangs? Like, do we want the hair to hang down? Not sure. I think the hair are more over, more purple, I think. More blue, more sand, a little darker. Starting to look kind of like Claire Max, who I follow on Twitter. That makes sense. It's kind of, yeah, let's sort of look at that. Got going on. Like that hair color? No, I think I want to go back to very light. I do like the thing. I think I'm a little less. A little less pronounced, but a little more shaggy, kind of like maybe kind of spiky and unruly. Yeah, it's kind of the picture I have of Yumi is that her image of who she is, the person she wants to be, is not the person she naturally is. So it takes a lot of effort for her to kind of be this smooth, suave executive type, which she's not normally. She's beefy and burly, and she wants to be this slick executive kind of girl, but she's just not. So it looks a little incongruous. She's not very well put together. She's not very well groomed and well established, and there's something a little off about her professional business suit having a bare midriff and a really short skirt. And I should really do some kind of accessorizing on her to really kind of emphasize that something's definitely off about this woman's self image. I think that's a direction that I want to go with that. And oh geez, it's been like 45 minutes. And I can't think of any place to really go with this that is just kind of messing around. This is the long time consuming part, which is where I just kind of what I did on Monday and Tuesday with the picture of Io was I just kind of stared at it and went, "That doesn't look right. How should it look?" And that's kind of what I'm doing here is sort of staring at this and going, "That doesn't look right. How should it look?" And it takes a long time to get an answer on that, but the idea here is I want this to be done and posted by the end of the day on Friday, like a day before I do the next stream. So that's kind of the thing that I'm going for, is to get this more or less finished, like finished well enough that that I'm satisfied putting it up on social media and saying a thing has been done. I think that's really, really important. And I'm going to make an effort toward that, and I'm going to keep making effort toward that until I actually start consistently getting stuff posted on or before Friday. And that's what I'm going for here, and that's the kind of direction that I'm trying to head, and well, that's what I'm doing, and kind of the stream. Again, do the little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of shit, and okay, bye.